Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to Michael in the Morning. Today is Friday, August 21st, 2020, and we have a lot of very exciting news on the second stimulus check and second stimulus package. In today's video, we're going to go over how there were 3 different letters sent to Nancy Pelosi and other top congressional leaders calling for more stimulus and urging them to come back to the table and pass more direct stimulus checks and more unemployment benefits. So we're first going to go over a letter from Democratic Representative Cindy Axne to Nancy Pelosi, and it talks specifically about what we need to have in the bill, as well as other aspects that should not be included and that are a waste of time. After that, we're going to get into 2 other letters that I've briefly talked about in other videos, but important new updates on them as well, so make sure to stick around until the end. But before we get started, it would really mean a lot if you could like the video down below and subscribe to my channel so you could stay up to date on what is going on with the second stimulus check, second stimulus package, as well as other news updates. Also, it currently says that 70% of you watching this video are not subscribed to my channel, so if you want to be able to stay up to date on what is going on with your second stimulus check, then please be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can be notified when new videos come out. Also, don't forget, you get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below, and get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app as well. So while Republicans are currently drafting up the so-called skinny bill, on Thursday, many Democrats urged Nancy Pelosi to pass stimulus checks and unemployment benefits. There were 3 different letters that were sent to Nancy Pelosi and other top officials for more stimulus from her Democratic colleagues. The first is a letter from Democratic Representative Cindy Axne to Nancy Pelosi. The second letter was sent from the New Democratic Coalition to Nancy Pelosi, and this is a group of 117 House Democrats who are part of the New Democratic Coalition. And the third letter is from the Blue Dog Coalition to Nancy Pelosi. The Blue Dog Coalition is a group of 26 House Democrats as well. So first off, the letter from Democratic Representative Cindy Axne to Nancy Pelosi. So while Democratic leaders have remained outwardly united during stimulus negotiations so far, one of the first signs that Democrats were growing impatient with their leadership was this letter from Cindy Axne to Nancy Pelosi. Dated August 19th, the letter implored Nancy Pelosi to bring up a simplified, straightforward relief package. The letter explains that her constituents and millions of other people in America are relying on top officials in Congress to reach a deal that can deliver much needed aid to those still under the threat from the virus. It goes on to call for extended unemployment benefits through the end of this year at least, an eviction moratorium, continuation of the Payroll Protection Program, and another stimulus check, among other things. Representative Axne stated that there were many ideas that both Republicans and Democrats agreed on, and she expressed optimism, saying that they can pass these measures in a virus relief package in short order, and they can get this done very quickly, further closing the gap because they already agree on a number of aspects that should be in this bill. She was also very critical in this letter of both the HEROES Act and the HEALS Act, and she explained what we should not do in the next relief package that was in both the HEALS Act and the HEROES Act. And this is actually very helpful because sometimes it's more important to know what not to include, what not to do, than know exactly what you need to do. So Representative Cindy Axne goes on to say that I must insist that the next package does not include special favors and handouts. She explained how the HEROES Act included many important policy provisions that would have helped everyone, but it also included handouts that had nothing to do with helping the American people who are suffering from the crisis. By including things like tax breaks that overwhelmingly helped the wealthy, $100 million for chartered fishing, expanded PPP eligibility for big oil companies and pharmaceutical lobbying groups. She explained how we fail to demonstrate the focus the American people are asking for. She said, we need to make sure that this next relief bill doesn't spend money in areas that it's not needed. Next up is the letter from the New Democratic Coalition to Nancy Pelosi. So 117 Democrats who are part of the New Democratic Coalition also sent a letter to Nancy Pelosi, which I briefly touched on in previous videos. They urged her, in addition to taking up the Postal Service issues on this coming Saturday, to also consider the $600 per week unemployment benefits. In the letter, it says it would extend the $600 per week federal unemployment benefits through the duration of the public health emergency from the virus, and it would also tie the benefits people receive to the economic conditions and unemployment rates in their area. So that is very important because we had not heard a lot about the $600 per week or $2,400 per month payments, but now they're urging Nancy Pelosi and other officials to do this. And this is a letter from over 100 House Democrats, so we know there's obviously a lot of support for this. And finally, a letter that I went over yesterday is from the Blue Dog Coalition. Members of the Blue Dog Coalition, which is a group of 26 fiscally conservative Democrats in the House, they are planning on sending a letter asking Nancy Pelosi, Senate Democratic Leader Chuck Schumer, House Republican Leader Kevin McCarthy, and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to use Saturday's House vote on the Postal Service bill as an opportunity to restart negotiations. The letter addresses specific aspects of the next bill as well as what should be included. It focuses on areas that already have a lot of bipartisan support because they said there's already so much that both sides agree on. They're just getting held up on a couple of issues that is making it much more difficult to get people the money they need. The letter talks about extending the enhanced unemployment benefits, small business loans and tax incentives for retaining workers during the pandemic, funding for state and local governments and education, and finally a second round of direct stimulus payments. Basically, the two most important aspects of this letter that they are talking about is the unemployment benefits, the $600 per week or $2,400 per month payments, and the $1,200 stimulus check. This letter doesn't specify a specific amount. It doesn't say it has to be $600, but what it does say is that we need to make sure people are able to pay their bills and that we don't run into another issue like we did this time where people who are unemployed are not receiving payments. So they said we need to have enough money sent to them and it should be tied to the economic conditions to ensure that people continue to get payments while the economy isn't fully recovered. Anyways, that is just a quick update on what is going on with the second stimulus check and second stimulus package. Those are three very important letters that have been sent within the last 2 days alone to top congressional leaders urging for more stimulus and for them to vote on more stimulus this coming Saturday, which is tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below, and get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.